Ready?
Alright, I'm live, cool. Hat and Plank again. Missed what happened earlier. I think Hat won. I think Hat took Jerry pretty close in winners, but no, maybe not. Maybe it was 3-0. I was playing some friendlies. Desalting. Yeah, sorry guys. I didn't mean to leave you alone for so long. I thought McNutt was going to commentary for a while, and then he just kind of like did 2 games and left. But I needed to get some salt out of the system. Got Sheik Marth here. Somebody in chat tell me who watched if they played Sheik Marth the whole time last time, or if had switched characters around, or did Plank play Fox. Don't think this is a good call for Hat, even if he loses this, just in the long run. He started winning against Plank, I think, not last summer, but 2 summers ago, finally for like the first time ever in the Sheik Ditto, but playing chain grabs, Hat doesn't anymore. Just makes the matchup a lot rougher, obviously, as the one who's not doing the chain grabbing. So winning the Marth matchup, even though it's probably slightly Sheik favored, is not, you know, nearly, they dittoed Marth? Okay, so they were just playing around characters last time, and Hat was going Marth. Sounds good. Hat's been on a bit of a hiatus, so I guess that makes some sense too. But yeah, so I think just learning this matchup in general is probably going to be good for Hat or any Sheik he plays who doesn't. Oh no, calling out that roll in. Not laughing though. It's better than getting frustrated. For sure. So I'm not sure that these characters care all that much about who wins and loses between the 2 of them. There's not pride on the line or anything, at least. Alright, Hat contends to just like rinse and repeat here, but doesn't get the edge. Doesn't come off it. It's okay though, he crouch cancels and then leads into an F smash. Back right when I started coming to Xanadu, right after Nintendo left, this happened every week except for Sheik did us. Get Plank Hat, Grand Finals. Occasionally Wenbo would break them up. Thank goodness for Jerry and Bobby, Polish. These guys, young guys stepping up. Make our Grand Finals more entertaining than Sheik did. Ooh. Catches him on the ledge there, but good DI, keeps him alive, and he's gonna get another release on live maybe, but not much you can do. Sheik's recovery kind of sucks. Smiley, you should tell him that you love his Marth, because you're probably the only person ever to love his Marth. I do like this in general, though. It's way less passive than the Sheik Dittos. Or even like when they're playing with Jerry's Fox. Kind of going at it, gunning out, running towards each other a bit. Bad position for Hat, see if he can get to the ledge, and now Plank just boxes him out. It should be an easy edge guard. See if he can finish it off. Yeah, he does. Alright, so good game 1 for both of them. I don't think Plank won, but I don't think Hat can take away too bad from that. And honestly, let's see, stages in this matchup. Oh god, okay. Hat's Falco. I have questions. Well, I was gonna say Marth matchup. Final Destination could go either way depending on the players. And then here at Yoshi's, it definitely goes for Marth, so Hat's had some good counter picks. He could probably pick Sheik for Yoshi's, at least. But, Now I think he's just going to lose to Plank, who has played 2 Falcos in a row in losers. Both of them quite aggressive and fast, very capable. And yeah, Plank just deleting stocks out of here. Sheik. I can now officially say, without chat yelling at me, as of that doc that just got released about, it was more about like making things like yellow for melee and how that doesn't work. But it had some Sheik data in there, and Sheik beats Falco 60-40 like in top level matchups. So, does Plank usually beat Hat in the Ditto? Plank for years was undefeated against Hat in the Ditto, and then like 2 years ago, Plank had kind of like a period where he was just like not taking it seriously at all, and Hat got better in that same time period. And Hat's really been on a massive improvement grind the past 2 years. He's actually much better now than he was 6 months ago even. But Hat started beating him in that time stretch, but then Hat stopped chain grabbing because he hated it, and Plank didn't ever care or want to win a match without chain grab. So he never did. I've seen him try to play that way once or twice, and he just gets frustrated and just like laughs and then starts chain grabbing. So yeah, Hat's beat him despite that handicap, but it's definitely not fun. Miss Plank's beanie, he's a working professional now with a 9 to 5, and I don't think that he can wear his beanie in the office. It's not like formal or anything, but it's not. Has some side type place I did not believe. I think Poker Force is homage to old rules. And what rule system did they play Poker Force? This stage has always been illegal. Oh, it's early. I'm gonna be out of here by 11. Wow, guys. Of course, I say that. Watch Hat reset it, or Plank reset brands. Last week he was like, I'm a Falco main. Now, yeah, he was straight up lying. Hat with the chat looks. There we go. Honestly, with the amount these guys have been grinding net play and just like, they don't play against each other despite living like together, but the amount they've been grinding out and practicing and doing match analysis and stuff, which they hadn't up until recently been doing. I almost wouldn't be surprised if they had some kind of like, yeah, we'll mess around and like I'll handicap your way into Grand, so the Plank has a better chance to play Jerry since Hat's already played it once today. Not saying that happened. I don't know it all, but I could see it. Let's say, liking the green Sheik out of Hat. Between that and Juicebox switching off to blue, we now have our region covering much more of the Sheik color options than previously. This blue pretty much covers neutral as well. Alright, but as I'm talking about like maybe playing or giving Plank a handicap, Hat significantly up in this set without the chain grab. I have not been paying enough attention to see if Plank's chain grabbing, honestly. It's true Plank and Hat are best friends. They're definitely friends. I don't know if they're best friends. I guess, like, I don't know. I'm friends with both of them, but I'm not really friends with Hat outside of Smash at all. Not in a negative way, I just don't know that much about his life to know if like him and Plank have other good friends. Sorry guys, letting chat down. Alright, Plank finishing off that stock real quick. Bring it back to even. I still have not paid attention if there's chain grabbing or not. I'm a bad commentator. Plank getting a real nice conversion off crouch cancel there, even though he's up at 60%. Ooh, and tricked him out for ledge. Laughing out loud, saying how the one time you go there. Sheik, not real shield pressure, but the shield pressure she has is tricky, and these guys are very good at it. Especially, neither of these guys being very reaction tech chase heavy or anything, and playing the character very like neutral, heavy, old school style basis for how they play. Yeah, Plank is chain grabbing. Thanks, Smiley. And yeah, they live together. So yeah, that's a recent thing, them living together, but it seems like it's working out pretty well for him. And another person. Nurok, are you going to Game Host Melee tournament this weekend? Here you go, hat on the board. Like, maybe. Did you enter already, or are you gonna be locked out of registration? Just go to hang out where Cat is. All right, here we go. So at this percent, the chain grab is over. Well, it's over in like 2 DI directions, but those DI directions can get you killed, and it's still true, I think, for DI out up till, actually right now, I think till like 128. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, if nothing, come to hang out and be around people, but makes sense. Do what you need to do. Alright, somehow Hat's still up despite being at 150%. I need to pay more attention, but I'm assuming he's got a good edge guard. This is the one thing that kind of keeps him active in this is Hat, definitely a player who likes playing off stage more than on stage. Ledge guarding, I think a lot of Sheiks are like that. Ledge guarding is like favorite part of the game, definitely. And when you're like that, one, you can be fearless off stage, and two, you get conversions down in practice a lot easier. Sheik for the Gang Host Melee tournament. Okay, here we answer. Here's this chain grab again. Oh, playing with a rare miss, especially that high percent. I'm surprised he dropped it, but nice control. Hat giving all of those of us who don't like the chain grab faith that this matchup is doable without it, even on Final Destination. Smiley, are you going up? Slash, have you talked to Corn at all in the past year? Because I'm pretty sure he's going. Cool to hang out with him again. Oh, Plank missing the Plank missing the kill move, but getting an edge guard anyway and finishing it out. 258, I think it's 251, unless they're adding people after, which they said they weren't. But yeah. And it's super stacked too. This tournament's got a lot of top level talent coming up. Shout outs to those guys for advertising the tournament so well. Jerry Swedish, KJH, SSBM, obviously, because he's helping post it. Ooh, that's a dangerous situation. That's a stock. All of a sudden, Plank pretty much evening this back up, considering he's willing to do that chain grab. Put on the damage real fast right here. Misses the frame perfect first one, but gets a regrab eventually anyway off the tech chase. But it doesn't follow up with it. Honestly, probably the fact that him and Hat don't play every week now, going against him. Oh, you're not going? I mean, do you want to see if we can play for entry and just play friendlies and go hang out? Probably scoop you on the way up. So I'm not sure if I'm driving myself. Also, Smiley, if you have my phone number, text me, because I got a new phone. I don't have anybody's numbers. I don't know if you have mine, though. You want Hat to win Nintendo Sheik? Part of me does, but part of me just wants to see like another person play Jerry. Especially Plank's been working on his Fox. I think it'd be good practice for him to do that if he's going to really commit to it, and I think he is. I think he's committed to Fox against Macy's for the long run. Alright, that was a dumb interaction by Ledge. This is Sheik. She may be my favorite character, but dumb interactions happen a lot. Hat jumping too high with that reverse. Giving himself a little space on the ledge, and Blank not managing to grab in time. He should have had time, but just doesn't react to it. Why isn't Hat chain grabbing? Hat doesn't chain grab in the Ditto. He probably does against other characters because that's just what Sheik mains do. He did for years, decided it was lame. It's kind of the same as like how his Sheik's gotten a lot more aggro in the past couple of years, despite him and John being known as like the reason that half our region plays how Jerry plays and how Plank plays, which would be super efficiently but quite lame if I'm being honest. Or maybe not lame, but non-interactive for a lot of the neutral anyway. It's very spacing heavy and it's kind of fun to watch for like that reason, but it's not the excitement the melee can be. And I think Hat's kind of got annoyed with the cheese of chain grabbing and with the laid back play, and he got a lot more aggro, and it helped him improve a lot, but now he doesn't chain grab. Okay, yeah, do that with your phone number. Tell your sister that she can see you another time, and I'm clearly more important, and you're going to a melee tournament. She's in Richmond, that's not far, you can see her whenever you want. Alright, finishing that suck off, bring it back to even. Alright, a little bit of a misstep there with an F smash, but it actually works out for him. Plank just doesn't react to it, and another one. Alright, so Hat getting on some good damage here. If you can get out of this chain grab in an okay position, but 2 F smashes is kind of showing some a little bit of shakiness or flubs of some sort. Alright, Plank going for the easy follow-up with the up smash there. Not going to kill it this percent, but push Hat up in the air and give him a big control advantage. Ooh, tries to spot dodge. Plank down smash. It's a good call. Good call out, as it were. So to add to the fact that Plank is chain grabbing, to make it even worse for Hat, Plank has Plank has Court 4, which makes this matchup 45-55 in Court 4's favor because of the differences in grab and missing frame that really reports letting you break out. But Hat in a position here to finish off these stocks real quick and getting down to last day. It's being held in Philly at Swarthmore, if I remember correctly. I should really know this. I'm going, but yeah. The TAOs did a really good job of advertising it. Managed to get a lot of top-level talent, honestly. Like Artie's coming up from what's it called? Northeast. Oh my gosh, Pat in position to take this here if he can finish off this edge guard. These guys have been doing this edge guard against each other for years. They should have. Oh no, that's what I'm saying. That commentator's cursing. Oh, but gets another grab and we're right back into it. Oh no, now Plank the one with a chance and tries to put it high enough up, it doesn't matter.